Welcome, everybody. Strive 305 podcast here. My name is Tico Casamayor. I am your host, and the good-looking guy you see on my other side there, Irvon's Augustine, he's my co-host. We're very excited today. Today we got the city of Hialeah in the house. Those are my people, see? I went to the University of Hialeah. So, extremely important podcast. Extremely, extremely important. I'll tell you in a minute, but first I want to tell you about our sponsor today. We have our beautiful M&M candles in the house today. Look how beautiful they are. And
thank you.
Tell us a little bit about it. Here, get the mic.
Yes, I
Go.
do.
It's not going to go too high, but go. Tell us a little bit about everything.
Hi, guys. I own a shop in West Kendall, and we make all of our candles with organic soy, and all of our fragrances are chemical-free, so they're healthier for the environment, they're healthier for animals, for your household, and anything that you like, we actually can make it and design it the way you like.
Yes, and they can be... Yeah, they can be decorative. These are all decorative. I have one of these in my house already. And I just found out today they're refillable because I use mine up.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
We're very eco-friendly, so all of these, you can refill them once they're done.
Once it melts in the wax, is that edible or no?
That's up to you.
Right,
I will make a warning label just for you, though.
I was doing some funky stuff with the wax, but I wonder if I can eat this. I go, let me find out. Let me ask her first.
4 out of 5 doctors would say no.
No, okay, but we can melt it and use it for, for fun, for Halloween.
Mm-hmm. Just let me put warning labels on yours specifically.
Okay, well, thank you very much. So that's our sponsor. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so let's say our thank you to the mayor for having the Strive 305. She created it to help the small businesses to be able to bring resources like you for our viewers. Our viewers are mostly small business owners, people aspiring to be a small business owner.
From across the county.
Or people like me that have been a business owner for a very long, long time. And then we're going to provide them with new information. But wait till you hear what she did for me and what she did for a random person that just came up to me and asked me for help. So we'll share that story. But we have to also thank my old mayor, Manny Sid, from Miami Lakes. He's also a part of the Strive 305 initiative. Our district commissioners, which we have Senator Rene Garcia.
Correct.
Today is represented here. And also Natalie Milian Orbis.
Yes.
That's my commissioner. She's new when Kevin went to become Panama.
Correct.
Ambassador.
Yes.
Ambassador of Panama, something like that. Right, so those are our 2 commissioners today represented. And then we also big thank you to Community News, to Grant Miller, to Michael Miller for having us here. They're our host here at the studio. And then our guest, let me go with our guest. I got you right here. Yesenia Gruich.
Yes, correct.
Yesenia Gruich and Carla
Campana.
Carla Campana. Yes. The names are on the screen. City of Hialeah. They're both from the city of Hialeah.
Correct.
And we had once before, one of our first shows, we had a gentleman by the name of Mark Gomez. He was your resource on Strive 305's website. On the Strive 305 Hub, you have resources for everything, including finding people you need in certain cities. Now, Yesenia is your new resource. So we replaced Mark with Yesenia. Much prettier than Mark, obviously.
I don't know. You think Mark would disagree?
I don't think he can. I don't think he can. And she doesn't need to shave that big hairy beard of his either.
The beard.
So we like her a lot better already. So, and if you need any help, all right, I'm going to give you a quick example. Randomly, I called you, or I think I emailed you. I had a person from the city of Hialeah come up to me, because people come up to me now like I can solve any problem in the world. Like if I'm Google Industry or Google Strive. So they asked me, they had an issue with water, not being able to get their license, moratoriums, things that I had no idea what they meant.
Right.
I reached out to Mark, who I didn't know had gone and moved on to the supervisor of elections, which we had on here last week.
Oh, is that where he was?
Yeah, that's where he was here with her. I go, what are you doing here? And so he's with us.
I just thought he was loitering.
And that's how I got He does follow me around a lot and takes pictures of me.
No, we are so proud of Mark.
No, yeah, he's greatest, one of the nicest and greatest human beings.
But you guys are now taking over for...
No, I've been there.
She's been there forever.
Been there?
Yes.
Yeah, she's the one that taught Mark. She taught Mark everything he knows.
That's when Mark showed up, and then you guys do all the work.
I don't know, Mark knows a lot of stuff I don't know. Like a lot of like...
Does he actually know, or does he make it up like Tico?
I think he's pretty accurate.
He's smart. He's a smart kid, a good kid too. So I went to her for help, and it wasn't like she didn't stop telling me. She even called me this morning to give me more information. So this is your resource, and she brought her with you. You obviously are a resource in the city of Hialeah too. What do you do?
She is a great resource.
Okay, I'll let you guys do all the talking, because once I finish, I don't
What
talk
department
anymore.
are you guys from first?
Well, we're from business tax. So in essence, like every other city has a certificate of use process, and that's charged separately. The city of Hialeah doesn't. We just have a business tax process, but that process is ran through our process. So when you go and apply, you go through zoning, building, Durham, which is a county, and then fire, and then you complete your process. You pay for your business tax receipt. So that's the difference between us and any other city. We also have our DERM, I want to say DERM, which is the county. We have staff in our office that help you go through that process.
So, but in Hialeah, I can just go to one office and you're able to help connect with all of them.
We connect everybody with every.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we all run through one system, and we have certain contact people that we deal with, mainly in building and zoning. So we'll direct you to the right person. I don't think anybody likes to be volleyed around the city, so we try to avoid that as best as we can, and provide service, because that's why the community's there, solutions. And like I always say, we're here to service them, right? We're customer service, so we're there for whatever their needs are. If we can go out of our way to help them, we always try to, and that's what we do.
And that's exactly what she did with me. And I wasn't there. I was there not too long ago too, because that's where my business is, in the city of Hialeah, since 1971.
Did you go by our office?
I did not, because I didn't even know you.
It's an experience. There's like a whole vibe going on.
I'm dying to visit, because I went to do a 40-year recertification thing.
Yeah, and building.
And I went there, and I'm going, all right, I picked a day that I knew I can be there the whole day, because I was told, whenever you go to a city, you're talking about get in line, wait for 10 hours.
Some places you do.
Yes, and then my father told me the same thing. When you go there, but prepare yourself, because you're going to be there forever. I went in, and there's a little computer. You put your name in. I'm going, look fancy. Because I tried to go to the girl, but she goes, no, just enter your name in here. I sit down. I get on my phone. I was going to put on a Netflix movie. Next thing you know, they called me up to go in. I'm going, what? And when I go in, sweetest, nicest person in the world, and the recertification person. Yeah. And told me, no, this, and this, and this. Okay, go back. Oh, okay. No, just email it to me when you have it. I emailed it. Within 2 days, I got a letter from the gentleman that we're done.
2 days?
We're good to go. In 2 days, good to go. So I thought maybe
I had the exact
because
opposite experience, because I used to have an office in downtown Miami, and it was exactly what you were saying, where I had to go to multiple departments and figure things out. I'm not going to say they weren't helpful, but the process is much, much more complicated, and it takes so much more time. It only took you 2 days, and it took me like 6 months.
Yeah, but I thought maybe it was because I walked in there and everybody goes, oh my God, that's the guy that does a show with Vance Augustine. And then they go, he's the famous one.
I have a funny story about that, because our office does reviews on our queue system, which we keep for ourselves to see. She loves it. So we keep for ourselves to see. Yeah, we do reviews because, we need to know. We need to know how we can improve. If you have something to say, if you had a bad experience, why did you have the bad experience? So we have that downstairs in our office, and I remember getting a 1-star, and I go, what happened here? Because we have a lot of 5 stars, not to brag, but we have the best team.
It's not wrong if it's true.
I think we only got 2 1-star reviews only, and they were not.
I think for the month, yeah. But I call the gentleman because I always make sure that I call and find out what happened. Like, what did you go through that we can improve it? Yeah. I call him and he's like, I was like, oh, this is the city of Hialeah. You were helped by this person. Is there anything we can do to help you? I saw that you had a 1-star review. What are you upset about? And he goes, oh, that was for the city of Hialeah? He goes, no, I went to the county to renew my license, and I had such a bad experience, and I had gotten the comment for the review, 2 hours later after I left there, so I thought it was for the county, so I'm like, oh, this is terrible. And I was like, he's like, no, your staff was amazing, it was great, it was super quick, great service. Mind you, I can't say it was always like that. But we have progressed. I mean, now we're fully electronic. We've done so much to simplify the process, to cut the red tape. I think that's
for the record, a lot of the other places do use electronics as well. But in the end, it's the people.
Hialeah was very outdated.
In the process.
Yeah, no, we were
very
my
outdated.
dad's time when he would go there, not too long ago. That's why he was telling me, prepare yourself.
Yeah.
It was all paper. There was no, you had to go visit. Now my bookkeeper gets frustrated because she used to do everything. We had to go send my dad in person. Now she does everything online.
Yes.
And she's like, oh my God, it's done. Now what do I do? And she's concerned because she goes, there's no way that this can be that
easy,
fast.
right?
Yeah. I think it was a little bit of a transition period, and we went through, people have
Everything
to learn.
takes, right? Learning period.
So that
both
first
sides.
year we went live, it was like, okay, hi, this is how you do the new system. Let's make your account so you get your emails. You get reminder emails now, 90, 60, and 30 days out. If we invoice you and your invoice is past due, you get automatic reminders. So those are all things that we're working on to make sure that our public knows, right? And if you don't have an account, you don't get those emails. So we tried to make an account for everybody who came in live, and that wait line, and I want to apologize because that wait line was very long, but it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work to get everybody on the same page. But this year was great. This year was amazing.
Well, excellent. Well, you mentioned the county, and the Strive 305 is a county initiative. So that's what we're here for, is to, number one, find out what problems people are having. And number two, present it to the county so that they can fix it. And then the website, Strive 305 Hub, is what it's full of, is resources. And that's what you guys are here today, the resource for people that want to go into the city of Hialeah and work. And when I met with Mark, one of the things we spoke of were businesses that come in, and something you mentioned it to me too, where you come in and you lease and you set up and you get going before researching if your business is even zoned for that in that area. The issue that we're having with a specific client, I'll call it a client as well, you know, because she came to me too, is a water issue where she was in the space as something else, as a mental health, and then now she's expanding and wants to do general medicine. That's a different
type of
water.
That's a different allocation.
Different water allocation. And gallons. I mean, something as small as the difference between mental. And again, it's not a big difference. It's just that in the
I would have never thought about that. Like, how would you even know? But like,
there's a book. Or there's a paper. Durham has a list.
Yes, there's a whole list in section 24. Did I send you the code? There's a whole code section, and they're very it's already specified. And the thing is, I wish that county would change that a little bit, because, for example, this lady who's in this building, she doesn't have bathrooms. They're common bathrooms. These are all things that people need to take into consideration when they set something and say, okay, this is set in stone. It's 4 gallons. It is what it is. You know.
100%. Because that was exactly my experience. Like, I just had an office. That was it. Just, a few desks, computers, and that's it. But
no bathroom.
No, the bathroom's a common bathroom. But then when I was trying to get my certificate in downtown, I had to go to Durham. But because the building was set for a particular type of building, and they were just renting office spaces, that meant for me I had to go through a different process. But I didn't know I had to do that for the bathroom. It's like, it's not my bathroom. I just have this office. Why do I need to go? And then so it became a whole thing. What is it that you wish, like when small businesses or others are starting out, what is it you wish that they knew or did first? Oh,
we have a pre-application process. It's completely free. It's online. It's literally like one page type of thing. The most important things like the square footage.
So they should just come to you guys first before they even start the business.
Always. We're very nice people. Don't be scared to come to us.
We are.
We want to give you information.
You should go before you lease, before you open your business. If you want to go to your business anywhere, not just Hialeah, anywhere.
Right.
The resource, that's why we want this. The resource is you should be able to go somewhere and go, look, this is what I'm looking to open. Correct. And then find your space based on zoning and that you're able to do it. Because then you fall in love with the space, and then when you go and find out, I mean, hopefully you go and find out before you sign the lease, but a lot of people sign the lease, start build out, start everything, and then when you find out, oh no, you're not zoned for this. And that happens to me a lot in my warehouses when I go to rent. I got all excited. I had a space during COVID, I started renting space.
Happens to a lot of people.
The guy,
it breaks our heart. It really does.
I negotiated the whole thing, and it was great. The numbers were great. The guy was super excited. The space was perfect. And he goes, okay, all right, let's do this. And then here's the lease. And then he goes, okay, but first I sent him, go to the city, make sure. And when he went, no. For some reason, that just wasn't zoned. I don't know what it was, automotive or something.
The thing is, every space is unique on its own. It's approvals, what it's zoned for, things like that. So, like, there's certain uses that require certain parking spaces. Like retail requires a parking space for every 200 square feet, things like that. Building also requires certain things, right? Because they go by uses. So if it's like mercantile going into business, that's a change of use. These are all things that people need to consider when they go and open a business, do I need allocation? Is that pump station okay? The lady that you spoke to me about, your client, or our client, her pump hopefully will be repaired by December. So the city is in charge of the repair pumps, but those allocations that are set by the county. So we're very limited on what we can do. There's some ways to try and help the customer, and if we could transfer some allocation, we can't. If the county approves, then we try to do that. But sometimes it's very difficult. And so there's people that have rented spaces and can't open them. And then they end up having to go somewhere else, or, and it's very sad to see, because we love to hear the story of, I started like this and now I'm like this, you know, and I started small and now I have 200 and something employees.
100%.
And that's the
reason
goal.
We're sitting right here right now. What is the best feeling when they come to you and they thank you because you helped them get started? and they've made it to this point. That's the best feeling in the world. Forget the reviews. For them to come back and go, oh my God, thank you, and bring a basket or something. And in my case, I got a table that's named after me, and in another case, I got a cookie named after me. And that was my thank yous for helping them in the beginning. It's the best feeling in the world.
Yes, it is.
That's why we sit here. Graham Miller's not paying us big bucks to be here. We're actually almost paying him to be here. But it's worth it because of those moments, those moments.
No, and I love what you're doing here. I really
it's
do.
Super exciting.
We have fun.
This lady that we're talking about, it's crazy because she's literally in like purgatory or limbo in there in the middle.
Yeah.
And now the more I hear you talk, the more I understand why. She rented extra space because she took over all the space. She's waiting to invest. Thank God she's smart enough not to invest already and redo the whole place. She wants to put all this tile. 30, 40 grand in improvements is what she wants to do. But if she does it and then doesn't get her water allocation thing.
It's going to be for nothing.
And she showed me around, give me a walkthrough. She has doctors sitting there like this. I go, why is the person just sitting there? Because they can't work. Because we can't collect the Medicare, whatever they can't, because they don't have that license yet. But they're all waiting based on this water thing, which is in limbo between DERM and the pump and something simple like that. And that she had no way, she was losing her mind. Now at least she understands. I was able to explain everything you explained to me, and she's in a peace of mind. She's not freaking out because she was freaking out, not knowing what was going to come,
At least
what
she
was going to
knows
happen.
what to do next now.
She has to wait till December for right now.
Right.
But if we get lucky, we're working on another strategy. She's working on another strategy. She just keeps telling me about it. That if maybe she gets lucky and we could push it up a little bit. But at least now she knows. And by December, she should have the pump fixed and she should be able to get her thing.
Speaking of issues, I think it's important for everybody to know when you have like a special operating permit with the county, like an air pollution permit, a grease trap, that's huge. We run into a lot of grease trap issues in the city because of some of the DERM requirements have changed. And so sometimes somebody goes and just does a simple transfer. They sell business to somebody else, and you're like, oh, this is already established. I'm good to go. I'm just going to go to the city and transfer my licenses. And then we send that file to DERM because we collect the file. We put the whole packet together and we send it to DERM for you, and we put you as a contact. So we both get the emails, we both get the interaction. And then if sometimes the portal is a little confusing, so they send us the paperwork or they come to our office, we submit it for them. Sometimes we have to call some of the DERM people, which we love dealing with them directly because they have some great staff in the county that really help us out. And so and explain things to us, especially when it comes to grease traps and calculations and stuff like that. We've learned a lot from them. So we go through that process with DERM. And so I think it's important for people to understand that even if you're buying an existing business, still come to the city and do your due diligence. It's free, and to be honest with you, it's the best thing you can do. It's the best moment you can take out of your time to come and do that. The grease trap issue is now, when you transfer your business license, you bought a business, you're in charge of cleaning that grease trap and doing an assessment on it. And if that grease trap is
and
not
the new business is
the new business owner,
business owner
responsible for the pre-existing grease trap.
Yeah,
right.
I know. I learned this too.
And if that pump is not in good working conditions, you have to submit for permits to then bring it up to code. And sometimes it's not that simple because it opens up a can of worm. Even when you go expand your chairs. I'm having an issue with a customer right now. They want to expand their seating. Well, now you have to prove to the county that your grease trap is capable of handling that much more of services and capacities in the pump, in the grease trap. So it's a little back and forth, but the best thing you can do is come to the city.
So you buy a restaurant, you don't even know, and then all of a sudden now you have an extra amount of money you have to...
Do you know how much it costs to do an assessment on a grease trap? Over $1,000.
For them to look at
Just for the assessment?
It's a licensed plumber has to go there. But for one, you have to get it cleaned completely.
Before they look at it?
Before they even look at it. And then they go out there and look at it. And they fill out the paperwork. It has to be a licensed plumber.
I was in a restaurant business. This is the most difficult thing there is. And it's slave work, man. It's like you're grinding and grinding all the time. So you really got to have a passion for it. Don't do it as a side investment because you won't succeed. Business, restaurants.
Yes.
I wore my Miami Lakes hat today that I was given actually on Friday for my birthday because they call me Mr. Miami Lakes all the time. And then because of a place that you have now in Hialeah, I don't know if that's who you were talking about. Hills Cafe.
So
my information.
Hillary. I can't wait till she opens.
Oh my God! Yes, the breads. It's spectacular. Beverly Hills Cafe. You had one down here back in the day, and then but it started off in Miami Lakes.
You know what's a crazy story about her is when she said, because the restaurant she bought, which she had a grease trap issue, but the restaurant she bought was established in the 90s. And when we sent that transfer of ownership to the county, they wanted to charge like $50,000 for connection fees, and we're like, no, you're not paying that. And we sent all those old records to the county and said, this is already established, and it's been established before even the county started doing DERM reviews.
Wow.
And so she ended up paying $150.
Versus the 50,000. Wow. So we're going to get extra bread thanks to this. Well, my research is based on that restaurant is all based on Hialeah Love, 1925, that guy that posts all the stuff. So this weekend he posted all, that they're opening and the whole thing.
Yes, sir.
It was 3 years of them getting ready. Was that a grease trap thing?
It was mainly a grease trap thing.
Yeah, that's what I figured. You always know when some place is taking long, it's a grease trap issue.
Yeah, especially in a transfer like that, because it's already established. So it's like she had no idea. She had no idea. She's learned so much along the way. I want to tell you that. I told you, I think next time you can do this all by yourself.
Yeah, she could open up restaurants. She could be a consultant for people, I would imagine, at this point. Yeah. No, I love her. She's always very nice, from way back in the Miami Lakes days.
Yes.
And that place closed down from one day to the other, like literally one day to the other. I placed an order because that was always my go-to when I didn't feel like cooking, or we didn't feel like cooking. On Sunday we ordered, and on Monday the little sign was on the window saying, permanently closed. So I might have been the last dolphin fish to help. It was, I didn't die, so it was good. And then now they're coming back.
Hills
There you go. Shout out. Hills Cafe in Hialeah now. Hills Cafe in Hialeah, the best bread you've ever had. The little breads that they make.
If Mark was here, he'd be talking about their salads. Something about the dressing. I'm not sure. He can't wait till they open.
It's always it was like the comfort food at home. Just, what do you guys want to eat today? Oh, just Beverly Hills Cafe. And I can name almost the entire menu to you. And I heard from our highly loved guy that the menu is the same. She refused to change it up. She wanted to keep most of the items there.
She was at our Food and Wine.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Which was how long ago already?
February,
was it? No, it's been months. Almost a year. So that's how long she's been opening. And when everybody saw her there, they're thinking, "Oh, you're open." Then she goes, "No, just not yet."
Oh my God.
So you see, not everything is smooth. Like I got, 2 hours, 2 days later, I'm good to go. This lady's been also like 3 months or something like that. The one with the doctor, and then this other girl 3 years.
And it's just time, and time is money. Like
time is money.
That much time.
So and it's important when you open up a business to know that these things can happen.
Yeah.
You can prevent them as much as possible. That's why we wanted you here to teach them how to prevent.
No, but I didn't know
like
you could go to these offices beforehand. I didn't know.
Yes, of course.
No, I didn't know people like this existed.
And to be honest with you, we've had cases where the person bought a business, ran into this whole grease trap issue, sold the business to somebody else, and that person had no clue. When they walked in, we're like, oh, but this has these issues.
Yeah, nobody told you. They just bought it.
Yeah,
and
because sometimes people are like, oh, this is too much of a problem. We sell it to somebody else. And unfortunately, that person doesn't know.
And whoever... It's a hot potato. Whoever catches it last is the one that has to deal with it.
Yes.
Yeah, and again, I'm going to reiterate because I spoke. Mark gave me her call Yesenia, and I had your contact already. When I looked it up, I have her contact. So I was calling, and I was waiting to get the typical, because it was late in the afternoon, typical bad mood person. Like that little old lady you see with the little glasses and and hang up on me. And I'm like, oh, here we go, because I wasn't... The passion that you see with her here right now, that's not coffee. That was her on the phone at 5 in the afternoon or 4 in the afternoon. And then I'm looking at, oh my God, we've been talking for an hour and we didn't shut up back and forth. I go, you got to come on the podcast, because the energy that you see with her now, it's actually there. And the passion that she was talking about was all about work stuff. I was on my phone. I'm like, oh my God, she doesn't shut up.
It's a good thing, by the way.
No, yes.
You know what? I love our job. I love what we do.
She said that too on the phone.
I love to be able to make a difference.
Nobody ever says that.
In people's lives. We've had people crying to us, they invest their whole life savings just to open this business. And I remember I told you we did an event where we had at that time our grant director, which is amazing. Her name's Maria, and she did like a grant overview on small businesses and what to look for and how to be prepared, so when it's available you can jump on it and whatnot. And I remember her asking, who here has a business plan? And I can tell you that it was full of people. 2 people raised their hands.
That had a business plan.
Nobody does business plans. Well, what did you said she's a grant?
She was our grant director. She retired now. I wish she didn't. She's great. She's awesome.
Well, what do you mean? What is a grant director? Do you have a grant director?
We have a grant department.
Offer
yes.
grants to...
We don't have one available right now for small businesses, but she shows you how to look for grants for small businesses. There's a lot of resources out there that even we can't have availability to, that the consumer can go directly to and be able to apply for these.
And all these services are in business tax?
I have her presentation. I'm going to send it to you.
Yes,
Yeah.
we have a section in the website for grants and things like that, and I want to make sure that we already have that in there. And if not, it would be great to
It
put
was a great presentation, and people went up to her after and were like, "Thank you so much. This was amazing. We should do more of this." And so it's great information to have.
Where do people
Because-
go to find out about the different programs and things that you guys offer in your offices?
Well, they can always come to us. I know that recently Mom and Pop grant
Yeah.
was open with the county. So if there's anything open, we always inform and try to put it out there for them to be able to take it with
Where do you want them to go?
Where do
Obviously, they
people
go to
find-
the Stripe. They're going to find you on Stripe 305. I hope you know that. Your name is already in the website. When you search City
yeah?
Hialeah, you come up.
Wow.
But if not through there, if you
You're
want
welcome.
them, what's the website? City of
Can't wait
Hialeah.
to get the storm of things. I'm going to be pushing it around. Guys,
There's
we gotta
people
share
from
the
other,
wealth here.
Other counties and cities are going to call her now. I can't help you. You're in Kendall.
I know, but I heard you're the best. Eventually, no, and I guarantee she'll figure out a way to help them. She'll probably call over there and do it for them. But don't go crazy.
But
Focus
what
on your Hialeah
website?
people.
But what? Do you guys have a website or phone
We
number?
do. We have a website, cityofhialeah.com.
.gov.
Sorry.
.gov.
And then under business community development, you find all the resources there. Business tax, we have zoning with us and building. But that pre-application I was telling you about is also available on there through our CSS portal.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll see if I can get that pre-application link put on your section too, so people can just click and go
Yeah.
direct to
Yeah.
it.
It's even
No, that's
available
great.
online.
Just people
Yeah.
need to know what's happened beforehand,
Yeah.
and not many other. Nobody does that. Just-
Happens all look if property. We've had our properties and owned them outright since the early 70s. We had a person that was leasing from us. I'm not going to give my address because I don't want your people checking it out. Leasing from us for years. And I forget what he needed. Oh, a loan. He wanted to get a loan. And when he went to get his information, he had to go to the city. And then he found out then that he wasn't zoned to be there. And then everything
he
was
had
like,
been there the whole time.
all this time.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh my God, so we had to, but they somehow figured it out. I wasn't involved in that because my dad was managing that time at the time. And they figured it out. And somehow you guys helped him because he's still there. I'm still collecting rent from him, not myself monthly. So
figured
whatever it was, they
something
figured it out. But I'm saying that you can be in a place and if you're not paying
No,
attention.
there's so many people like that. Just a lot of times you start a business out of a reaction or a need, so you're not thinking like, "Hey, I'm going to start a business and I'm going to go figure all this stuff out." You just go because you need to put food on the table or you need to do something.
Yeah, and then there's so many
Then all of a
things.
sudden you're in business for 10 years and you don't even.
Business tax license, you mentioned, right?
Business tax receipt.
Business tax
We used to be
receipt.
called occupational license. They changed their name.
Occupational business tax receipt. Yeah, I know. You have the city of Hialeah, right? You have one, but you have to have one in Miami-Dade County as well. It's not just city of Hialeah.
Yeah.
So I forget which business owner friend of mine that I had wanted a ribbon cutting. This was with the town of member wanted a ribbon cutting. Oh, you need your business tax receipt and a certificate of occupancy. Send it to me, and I'll go ahead and put it through so you can get your ribbon cutting. And they kept sending me the county one. I go, no, you got to have one with the town as well. What? 10 years, never knew. It's $45 is what theirs was for the year, but you just don't know.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows. There's
Yeah.
so many things
Yeah.
you got to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you go to do that, and then won't get approved for it because there was something that you didn't do, or you might have gotten approved for it 10 years ago, but now you can't get approved for it for whatever the change. So it's such little things and so important to look at it. Again, your list would probably I'm sure that's on it.
Yes.
The list,
Yes.
the list you were talking about. So yeah, and the same with the county, and that we have all those lists and all those things and the resources. It's so important. That's why we're here again, to teach and share and talk about it because most people don't know, and it's really.
Yeah.
I'm talking with the passion too because it's me. That desperation.
No.
Yeah.
And then you want to do something, and you want to. I want to split it up, and I found out that my address isn't even my real address because it was, I have 3 buildings, and we have them separated into 4. So one address, but the actual property address with the county is a different number than it is with Hialeah. And I'm
yes. No, the funny thing is we get a lot of people just say, oh, look, I'm going to create this address. This is going to be A, and this is going to be B, and this
Right.
is going to be
The
C.
mystery
And we're
units.
like, when we go look in our system, we're like, this
Yes,
doesn't
it
exist.
doesn't- it
Where did
doesn't work that way.
Yeah, no, you can't just put letters on it and think that it's a
Part of our
separate
jobs
unit.
is
Yes, I
The
can.
inspectors.
Home Depot said I could.
To really look into it.
No, it doesn't work that
So
way.
yeah.
And it's
There's
crazy.
there's a
In my case,
process.
FPL has them all separated like that with different things. But when you go to the property tax in the county, it's a whole
all
separate
one.
building. Like one building that has 4 FPL accounts is one building. So so who knows what I'm gonna have to deal with when the time comes, when I retire and go, because I want to go work for you guys.
Just sell it
Oh, yeah.
first and then someone fix it.
Yeah, let's get rid of it.
So a lot of people
Tempting
do.
as well.
What people do is give it to somebody else.
Tempting as well. We're running out of time. I told you this was going to go fast because I love talking to him. So give me anything you
Well,
want to
we
share.
bring you a goodie bag.
Oh,
There's a really cool sticker in there that me and Carla designed.
all right.
Yes.
Oh, look. She's going to help us. Let's get it so I can show everybody. I just want.
I collected stuff from everybody, by the way. I went to all departments today. I was like, what do you got? What do you got?
Show us.
Okay, so we found this book. It's Hialeah history. It's like a little coloring book, but it's already colored.
Oh, that's great.
So, it's just a little bit of
Good, 'cause I'm not good at
Hialeah
coloring.
history. This is the sticker I'm talking about.
Cafecito.
This is you. When I see
That's
this,
definitely me.
when I see you, I see this
It matches
sticker.
my shirt.
We got a bunch of goodies, We got a duck.
What is this?
Carla's obsessed with ducks. I don't.
Flamingo.
Flamingo.
She made me order these ducks. And then when we distributed this around the office, everybody was squeaking at each other. It was great. I loved it.
You
So
have a
yeah,
City of Hialeah building department.
You
Coastal.
guys
I
are
told you,
doing
I
all
went to
kinds
all
of
the
different
Oh
departments.
my God, I can't believe they let you do this.
yeah. I was like, hey, can I
You're
get
just
some
reminding
stuff? Look at
everybody
this.
that the city of Hialeah is open for business, huh?
Oh my God,
Yeah.
look at all these
Definitely
toys.
are.
And I got a light
That's amazing.
and batteries.
So,
Oh my
yeah.
God, you see, City of Hialeah does have money. Everybody says that they don't.
Gosh, I knew that was going to bite us in the butt.
I love it.
It is.
Okay, look at that. Perfect timing. Thank you
No,
so
thank
much.
you
Thank you both
guys.
for
I
coming on.
appreciate it.
Great conversation.
Thank
We
you.
Do you have any
appreciate the
issues with
information.
your passport crossing the border into South Miami? Sometimes they stop me because I'm a Hialeah guy.
Not at
Especially
all.
when I wear my Hialeah
My
shirt.
husband
That's
works
just
for
you.
Gable, so we're
Oh, so
good.
you have connections. She has a way to get through. And you two, you came together, so you were okay?
Yes,
You came
yes.
with
They
her?
carpool. She's
Yes.
fine.
Yeah.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Well, thank you
Appreciate it.
again.
Thank
City of
you.
Hialeah. You know where to go if you need any help. She'll help you whether you're in Kendall, downtown, Miami Beach. Just call her. She'll tell you. She'll know how to guide you. So thank you, everybody. See you at the next podcast.